go. I have not done an interview for close to a year. I left Nigeria a long time ago. So I'm going to bring in Mohbad's dad, and I'm going to let me see, accept. Okay, can you accept?
Hello?
Mr. Aloba, good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Just okay, a little bit. For anyone that doesn't understand Yoruba, I do a lot of talks in Yoruba English. It's a language that's a mixture of Yoruba and English. Okay. For those of you in Canada that want to support me, I don't have Interact email because I don't have Interact. You'll have to do it via Zelle, but Canada can use PayPal. Or if not, you can use First Bank. I want to do a very, very important interview today. Mr. Aloba, the interview I'm doing with you today, is going to be part of what they call a documentary or a docu-series.
Okay.
A documentary is when you document something that happened in history. And a docu-series is when that documentary is too long, you now put it in a series that people have to see little by little. And the situation I would say, Mr. Aloba, is one of a docu-series. Oh, one land of a documentary. Big money. And I don't have that, and I've left journalism. I started journalism on February 9th, 1994, and I ended on February 9th, 2024. 30 years. And in my years of journalism, I have done at least 17 homicides. I've done 17 homicides where people were killed. Homicide.
Yeah. For kill.
Then homicide means they won't buy you. In your coup, I have done 17 investigations with different police departments. And what I have here is very strange. So I need you to help me answer these questions to your best of your knowledge.
Okay.
Everybody else, Tetibash interview. Many of them are also media companies, journalism companies, from Bracket said to Alaroye to this one to that one. Okay? Nobody must insult me. Iremasi, be careful because I'll close comments. I don't want to close comments. I want people to listen to this interview. This is not an interview to come and be calling me names or anti-Kem or anything. And this is also disrespectful to Mohbad's father. Okay? Mohbad's father is very hard to catch. There's a lot of stories and narratives running around this guy, and I want to clarify it now. I'm not doing any more interviews after this because this is the person I want to talk to. Daddy Mohbad, and he can make Shøcking close comments. I can feel and issue.
Let the comments be going, because a lot of people want to interact with me so that you can pick out of those comments. Anybody have questions, I'm ready to answer them.
Exactly. Okay, very good. Yeah. In fact, discuss because we did 30 years journalism, that kind of stuff. Now, for the sake of those that don't understand Yoruba, I'm going to put some English into it, okay? Mr. Aloba, first I want to say my condolences on the death of Mohbad. Are you aware that I was the person that announced that your son has died on social media? Are you aware that I was the one that first announced it on social media?
No, I did not.
Okay.
The only aspect the only aspect I hear your voice is you mention of the DNA was done somewhere. I hear that. Yeah.
Okay. And let's even start with that DNA. Mr. Aloba, are you aware of any DNA test taken on Wummi's son, Liam? A sample of DNA that was taken from Wummi in utero and was tested in Dubai, UAE. Are you aware of anything like that?
No. That's what I said now. I hear from you when you analyze on the DNA was done somewhere. So I'm not aware of any other ones. Yeah.
So, wọ́n ṣe in utero DNA. In utero mean pé èèyàn sì lóyún, wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ mọ ẹni tó lọ́mọ. Wọ́n lè take swab, wọ́n lè take DNA láti nú aboyún. Okay.
No.
We didn't know. Good. Mr. Loba.
Yes, ma'am.
Lẹ́yìn mọ̀ tó pa ọmọ yín, ṣé feel pé ọmọ yín kú as an accidental death or Mohbad was killed? In news, we have to have a way to put the news out. In news, in the process, in the profession of journalism, in news, we have to put a story out as Mohbad died or Mohbad was killed. Which one will you say if I ask you, was your son killed or your son died?
My answer is going to be Mohbad was killed. Because this guy, I saw him 3 days before he died. He was alive, was well acting, there's nothing like sickness. So I was just like a shock to me when I'm hearing that my son was dying. So they killed him, not right now. Yeah.
Okay, they killed him. Mr. Loba Magbede Yoruba, fáwọn tí ò gbọ́ English dada, gbogbo interview imagine Yoruba ni ẹ. Mo ní problem kan tó, ibi tẹ́ jókòó sí, játẹ́gùn wà níbẹ̀ tó ń fẹ́ ń bì kan.
Yeah, up that fan.
Ṣé fan ni ẹ̀hẹ́n? Ẹ jẹ́ má bínú torí mo gbígbà mí ooru máa ń mú. So I believe pé wọ́n pa ọmọ yín ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay. Ẹ rí Mohbad 2 days before.
3 days. Kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe.
Ìgbà tẹ́ rí Mohbad, ṣé rí ìgbà tó lóun lọ ṣe concert?
No. Let's assume that ó fẹ́ lọ ṣe concert lọ́la. Mo wà lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn. That was Saturday. Concert tó lọ ṣe was Monday. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mr. Loba.
Yes, ma'am.
Interview tèmi máa ń yàtọ̀. Bí mo ṣe bomi ṣore, wípé ṣé òun ló pa Bọ́lá Ìgè ni máa ṣe bí yín sìn. Mr. Loba, ṣé ẹni tó pa Mohbad?
Till now, mi ò mẹ́ni tó pa Mohbad. But bí mo ṣe ń wo gbogbo àwọn ohun tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, motive of DNA ló pa Mohbad. Tí a bá ṣe DNA, mò ń assure yín pé màá sọ pé àwọn tó pa ọmọ mi lélẹ́yìí. Mo ti ń rí traces àwọn tó pa.
Okay.
Hello?
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
You just shot my story. Àlè ló pa Mohbad.
In other words, ẹ ń sọ pé paternity issue ló pa Mohbad. Nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ nìyẹn, right?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ma.
For the people that don't understand, Mohbad's father said the paternity issue with his son is what killed him. And it has to do with the DNA. That it was all around the paternity issue and that the people that caused his death silenced him because of that paternity issue.
Yeah.
Mr. Loba.
Yes, ma'am.
Ṣé gbọ́ pé ọmọ yín gbé Liam lọ sódò tó fẹ́ drown Liam?
I was told. I'm not
You were told?
Yes.
Me, Femorukwento suffering because we have to protect many sources, which is what we do in journalism, regardless of if I've retired. You were told.
No. Let me just say.
One in Mohbad gbé ọmọ yẹn dé odò tó fẹ́ drown ọmọ yẹn.
So.
Because of find out ọmọ yẹn ò ṣe tòun.
Yeah, according to his friend, that shared with a friend, Prime Boy.
Yeah.
He said something similar to that Mohbad was doubting the baby, that he was just half sex intercourse with her once and he bring pregnant. So he was doubting the baby and he was saying they wanted to go and do the DNA. That is exactly what was the quarrel between two of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy Mohbad.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, people go and go around DNA issue. But the DNA issue come out in the media. Tell you more to doubt or DNA in the media.
You are the one, number one.
Exactly.
because you said something about the result of DNA then before that man pick it also.
VDM len sọ̀rọ̀ npa.
Yeah.
All right. Ibi tí homicides ti máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tó bá ti pààyàn. Ibi tó yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá máa wò kọ́lọ́pàá máa always wò. That's why they call them in detectives. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá wà tẹ́ pé wọ́n máa wà nínú títì, wọ́n máa direct traffic officers làwọn yẹn. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá wà tó máa lórí counter tó máa gba police reports. But àwọn ọlọ́pàá kan wà tó máa investigate ikú èèyàn. And they call them homicide detectives. Iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kó máa detect nǹkan tí ẹlòmíì ò rí. Now, kí lẹ̀yin feel pé motive Wummi jẹ́ for ẹ jẹ́ kí n parí question yẹn. Kí lẹ feel pé motive Wummi jẹ́ láti hide paternity ọmọ ẹ̀? In other words, what is Wummi's motive to hide the paternity of the baby?
Yeah, the motive is that he just want to close the issue of DNA. So he don't want that secret to be out. He's hiding something. Yes, he was hiding secret. Ó ní àwọn nǹkan kan tó jọ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó fi pamọ́.
Ṣẹ́gbọ́n pa arguments tó ń jà lórí step.
Yes.
Arguments tó ń jà lórí step. Wọ́n ní ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ló tún fa ìjà.
So, èmi ò sí mẹ́, but ọ̀rẹ́ prime boy ó sọ fún èmi, ó sọ ní court, ó ní mohbad ń suspect pé ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ló ń súnmọ́ ẹ níbo ló ti rí ọmọ tó gbé dání pé ọmọ yóò jọ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ṣe test. Now, ìjà yẹn náà jàdé show. Want to kúrò ń bẹ̀. The prime boy doesn't follow them, but ẹni tó tún tẹ̀lé wọn lọ which is pending ó sọ pé ìjà yẹn continue títí wọ́n fi délé. Wọ́n tún délé ìjà yẹn tún bẹ̀rẹ̀. According to that pending, only Adra was up also. So where I was really annoyed with those people that are with my son now, they keep that secret. None of them speak out. So there is something they are hiding.
Ṣẹ́yìn lẹ bí àdúrà, ẹ̀yin lẹ bí àdúrà.
Èmi ni mo bí àdúrà mà.
Àdúrà ò sọ̀rọ̀.
Àdúrà ò sọ̀rọ̀. Wọn ò dẹ̀ pè mí pé Mohbad kú.
Darosha ò sọ̀rọ̀.
Darosha ò sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sọ̀rọ̀ Darosha.
Okay.
On the 9th of May, ọlọ́pàá invite Darosha kó wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa embalming of Mohbad's body.
Yeah.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ Mr. Loba, nígbà tá a gbọ́ case in the beginning, wọ́n ní Darosha ti embalm body, nígbà tẹ̀yìn débẹ̀, body wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ staircase, wọ́n ti embalm ẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ ṣọ́ wọ́n ti embalm body yẹn sà?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, it was embalmed. Wọ́n ti block nose, wọ́n ti block here, mouth. So wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbé iyọ̀ sí láyà. Call it local embalming.
Wọ́n ti embalm Mohbad. Now, nígbà tí ọlọ́pàá sọ fún àwọn Ìyábọ̀ Òjó, ìpè kọ́ má dààmú àwọn, the case has been moved to the DPP, Director of Public Prosecutions. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tí DPP máa ń ṣe? Tí police bá ṣe parí investigation, wọ́n máa close it. Wọ́n á gbé lọ sí Director of Public Prosecution. I think that's Onigbanjo's office. Tó bá ti dọ́dọ̀ DPP ló máa decide ṣá máa treat case yìí, tá la máa charge, tá la máa arrest. So case ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ DPP. Mr. Loba.
Yes, ma'am.
Meaning pé ọlọ́pàá ti parí site wọn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sà, ṣé team tí Governor Sanwo-Olu put together for this case? Did you see the team he put together for this case? The forensic team, the doctors, the pathologists, the police. Did you see the list?
I haven't seen the list.
List yeah. Because Lagos State government actually they put together a team of forensic experts. Wọ́n ṣe máa ń ṣe labroad. Àwọn tó máa ṣe gbogbo tests. Àwọn tó máa investigate. They had a good team. Mo dẹ̀ comments lórí team yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ bá àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣiṣẹ́ from September 15th to the end of September, 2 weeks, mo bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ lórí kéèsì. Mo bá wọn compile gbogbo videos tí mo rí online. Tí wọ́n sọ pé Naira Marley bully Mohbad àti Sam Larry. Because àwọn videos yẹn, some of those videos were digitally altered. When I say digitally altered, for example, nígbà tí NDLA raid ilé àwọn Malians, wọ́n ní wọ́n arrest Mohbad. And Mohbad was not arrested. Mohbad and Wummi got away. They fled. I had a video where Wummi was about to attack an NDLA officer. Ṣèyí dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé ń kígbe orúkọ ẹ̀, Wummi stop, Wummi stop. Ǹjẹ́ ti rí fídíò yẹn rí?
Yeah, mo rí fídíò yẹn.
Okay.
Initially, he was arrested then. And according to him, he said they have released him. They released him among of the people they arrest. And he was surprised by seeing him said, kí ló tó fi jẹ́ mi nìkan ni wọ́n fi sílẹ̀. When he now reached home, he was scared. So I don't know exactly what happened. He now said he saw two people.
I will tell you exactly what happened. Mr. Aloba, if it's Sicily, I will tell you exactly what happened. Okay. Unfortunately, I just want to raid Malian house. Want to arrest Mohbad. Want to see Wunmi get away. The very next day, we contact Naira Marley by email. I need money email by WhatsApp. Money come out Bonleo. Want to arrest everybody in your house. Oh, and in Sweden, and he was on the plane. Oh, they tweets, babe. I heard that they arrested my artists, they assaulted them, blah 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 blah. It was the next day. Ni Mohbad yọjú síta tó wá ṣe video kan tó ní, if anything happens to me, blame Naira Marley and Malian music. Sir, on the 22nd of February 2022, the next day, yẹn Mohbad ṣe video yẹn. Ṣé wà wẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn burúkú wọ́n mú video yẹn, wọ́n dẹ̀ twisted sí October of 2023. Wọ́n saw the video October when it was a February video.
Yes.
Video
yes.
October yẹn, Mr. Loba, video ti October yẹn, gbà tí wọ́n jà, Mohbad lọ sọ fún Naira Marley pé òun ò fẹ́ management Naira Marley mọ́. I want out of this contract. I want out of this. Ibẹ̀ yẹn ni ìjà ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Tí blood pressure ẹ̀ rise. Ṣé rántí case yẹn?
Yes, I was there. I'm with my boy there. I'm with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
on that very day when I reached his home,
we saw you and the mother go to Naira Marley's house. But are you aware that during that time, I was the only one? Okay, I was the only one. Toast Marie, I'm not working for Naira Marley. I have not talked to Naira Marley since I met him the first time and last time. Okay, I don't want to remove you from this live. The comments are only there because Daddy Mohbad wants the comments to be there. So if I hear bullshit from you, I'll remove you next time. Do you understand me? I don't tolerate bullshit. I'm not in Nigeria anymore. I've retired from journalism. If you feel that you can't respect me and you want to disrespect me, leave my life or I will block you. Simple. I'm not tolerating BS from anybody. I'm doing one of my biggest interviews in my career. Okay? Because I'm taking this case internationally. All right? The people who have this cover up under wraps are going to be uncovered. Okay? Ọlọ́run ló máa ń jà ìjà fún yàn. Gbogbo nǹkan tí David Hunter ń ṣe sí mi, Ọlọ́run ló disgrace ẹ̀. Wọ́n deport ẹ̀ ní Zimbabwe, the biggest university in the world, Oxford University, disgrace ẹ̀. I didn't do that. Ọlọ́run ló jà fún mi now. Ọlọ́run ló dẹ̀ máa jà fún Mr. Loba. So listen well. I don't want any negative comments here. I don't have the time for it. Okay? Ọba kan náà yọ nísìn, tó ti sọ́dọ̀ ọba padà. Emir of Kano. God will uproot all the enemies that are there, okay, who are stopping justice for Mohbad. I might not be an activism in the activism group simply because journalists are not allowed to be inserted in the story. But as a journalist, okay, excuse me, Daddy Mohbad, any man lo American slangs gone because he been able to grow. So excuse me, Simba feel offensive at any time. I want to continue on TV, you only solely platform. Okay, the people that really fucked up this investigation are going to see what I'm going to bring out. I'm in talks with Al Jazeera, everybody. Daddy Mohbad.
Yes, ma'am.
Mohbad going internationally. You know, they charge in low, you can charge in Kokon. Moma full exposure they deserve. I'm talking to a lot of international platforms, including Al Jazeera and others. Ibiti Omatimata. Okay, I was a correspondent for BET in Canada. hip hop correspondent. Our rappers America méjì, wọ́n gbé story mohbad as in wọ́n kọ RIP mọ́lẹ̀. Tweet yẹn a sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú lórí TikTok tí mo ti kúrò níbí báyìí. Little Dirk àti Meek Mill wọ́n tweet RIP sọ́mọ yín. Gbogbo àwọn fans àwọn rappers yẹn lọ sórí Spotify mohbad tó lọ gbọ́ gbogbo orin yẹn. Àwọn náà lọ blow orin mohbad tí owó lọ sókè. Tí streams mohbad lọ sókè. Mohbad had a lot of streams within 48 hours of his death. And it was those two American rappers. And I feel that if you can carry lies and tell us you went to do an autopsy or a toxicology test in America, America must hear about it. America not to train me, money journalism degree, money pharmacy degree, more in the medical field, more than a PR degree. I deal with people in all my professions. So if you want to listen to this show, I don't want to see any nonsense talk. But what if I do not want to hear anything about sentimental bullshit. If I go anytime about chemistry, chef Naira or anything like that. Mr. Loba, I need to tell you this now. And it's very important I tell you this now. Mohbad could like me. Did you know that?
I don't know.
Masofuyin, bo se je ọmọdé ni Mohbad sí mi. Mo bí àwọn tó ju Mohbad lọ. Oldest mi 37. Next one 33. Baby me 24. Bí ẹgbẹ́ baby mi ni Mohbad ṣe marry. Naira Marley ló fẹ́ fún mi birthday present. Every year ló máa send me birthday present. Mo jà fún Naira Marley by EFCC case because EFCC did wrong the way they handled the case and the bail and everything. So I had not even met him and I said, Emma violates human rights. Yeah, I am 55th birthday. One dress me up. I want to Lawani. One she party for me. Naira post me story. Oh, they send me low. Me really. The next year, pandemic and the college jadi. She party online. She was savage. Was story live. Oh, calling for me. Naira send me gifts. Oh, at the 2021 August 6 ni birthday me. Mo make 60 this year. But what the 2021 mo wá lọ sí funeral bàbá Tiwa Savage. Ìgbà tí mo dé funeral bàbá Tiwa Savage, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ story tí mo sọ fún yín. Mo wá rí Naira Marley. For the first time, mo pàdé àwọn Malians. Mo bá Shodi ya photo, mo bá Ṣèyí ya photo, mo bá Naira ya photo, mo ṣe video pẹ̀lú Naira. Ah, mo ti fẹ́ rí Naira Marley o. Nickname mi Ìyá Naira. Ẹ mọ̀ kọ́ tó ṣe máa ń pè mí ní Ìyá Naira. Nígbà tí mo wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, Mr. Loba, 1995, táwọn Nigerian gba green card lottery. Tó máa dé America, tó ń rí gbígbé, tó ń rí iṣẹ́, tó ń mọ gbogbo navigation. Èmi ni mo ń ṣe navigation for everybody. Èmi mo settle àwọn Nigerians. Wọ́n bá name mi ní Ìyá Naira because I was helping Nigerians. Ìgbà tó wá dìgbà tí Naira Marley EFCC case, mo bá EFCC jà gan, tí mo follow wọn, tí mo wò wọn. Ẹnìkan l'Amẹ́ríkà ń gbà yẹn, Mommy's Planet, ó wá ní, a máa revive Ìyá Naira o. Bó ṣe revive nickname. But many Nigerians didn't know that it was a nickname from something else. So they said, she's Naira Marley's mother online. You have to know why they call me Ìyá Naira. But at the end of the day, mo finally pàdé Naira Marley. Ìyá Naira pàdé Naira àbáṣe video àṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Mohbad Denikoloku. That performance of your son on the stage, a minimal filming, the best performance, a minimal filming. I will send it to you. It's a good memory. Ṣé ti rí performance yẹn? Daddy Mohbad ṣé ti rí performance yẹn?
No.
Hey, Thierry, you have to have it. You have to have it. He performed at Tiwa Savage's father's funeral. Gbogbo àwọn tó perform kini wọn ti sọ̀rọ̀ dé ni. Wọn ti sọ anything. Tiwa Savage ò ti sọ̀rọ̀, gbogbo wọn ti sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn tó sponsor show, wọn ti sọ̀rọ̀. Tó sponsor bitters, tó sponsor gbogbo ẹ̀, wọn ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ níbi tọ́rọ̀ wà o. Okay? Bàbá yìí ti ṣiṣẹ́ lọ media tour náà ń pè l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ó ti interview with everybody. But we are not getting to where we should be. This is Kemi Olunloyo. This is not every media. So, nǹkan tó ṣe máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé Mohbad ò ya photo pẹ̀lú mi, ó yarí. Mo dẹ̀ bọ́rí sí tí ó ṣe like mi, wọ́n nítorí ìjà Davido rules sí mi. I dẹ̀ sí ń jà for like some 5 years in sin. At the end of the day, nítorí Davido blah blah. Ẹnìkan ní ilé yẹn náà ló sọ fún mi nínú Malian house pé, Mommy, Mohbad ló block owó yín o. Mo ní Naira. Finally, I meet you September 2021. Birthday me August. So send me nǹkan this year. Only my saying 500k, mommy. Me rówó yẹn dé ni. So ẹnìkan nílé ani Mohbad ló block owó yín kò like yín. Ó ní kí Naira má send you lówó because tó bá sẹ́yìn lówó ń sìn tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn ẹ̀yin lè máa kọ́kọ́ lọ report bad story about them. That is okay. He had the right to not like me. And he come and be me, why are you even involved in the Mohbad story? The guy didn't like you. The guy was blah, blah, blah. Shut up. I cannot sit as a journalist in Nigeria, a transparent one, see me on bribe no way, Kiri Enyo. Can we just get away with murder without anything being solved? I wanted you, sir, to know that part of the story. Okay? Because some people are there, don't say, kilo come pẹ̀lú ku Mohbad. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ npa ẹ, ẹ tó block owó yẹn tó ṣe kini. Àwọn kò lè tún sọ fún mi pé Mommy Kemi ẹ ṣe tẹ́ wà involved. Èmi ṣiṣẹ́ tèmi as a journalist ni. Mo ń document ko into history ni. Èèyàn 27-year-old.
He was
Àwọn powerful people wà ní Nigeria. Ẹ má bínú sir. Àwọn powerful people wà ní Nigeria tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lo power wọn láti cover up oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa fi cover up àwọn èèyàn. They will kill you, make it look like an accident. Mohbad died of a homicide. So nobody must interrupt me or disrespect me on this live. Comments are just flowing because of Daddy Mohbad. Mohbad law, but the faces of the dead must remain in the news. They must always be remembered. They must never be forgotten. And if his wife is a black widow and was behind this, and people are saying the same thing about this paternity argument, or Tony, Prime Boy, you heard what Prime Boy said. Shemo wani concert, me wani concert. One jump paternity or money no moto. Shemo wambe, me wambe. Things are adding up, and this man is going to get the justice he deserves for his son. Mr. Loba, MIT yes, money. MIT your money. At first, money call us your MIT your money. Because Moshe get from America, mo de suffer sisi kan lórí TikTok to jẹ́ journalist, former Sahara Reporters admin, Fatima, to wà pẹ̀lú mi lórí TikTok. 5 hours láfi wà lórí TikTok now. Money, if you remember that case of Ginny and Georgia, they exhumed the body after almost 3 years, and they found crystals of antifreeze inside the body. And you talk poison here. What antifreeze in the drink? What poison it? Obìnrin yìí pa ọkọ ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ tún wá pa ọmọ ẹ̀. Ó antifreeze so the present husband yẹn kú. Ó antifreeze in the drink ọmọ ẹ̀. Ọmọ tó mọ bó nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Teenage girl. Ó wá kọ suicide note. Ó gbé sẹ́gbẹ̀ body ọmọ yẹn. But but ambulance dé tán gbé ọmọ yẹn. Ambulance wá sọ fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá pé this girl is still alive. Gbà tó ti ń recover lọ hospital, àwọn ọlọ́pàá wá pa lọ hospital, wọ́n fi suicide note hàn. Ó wá kà, ó lóun kọ́. At that point, làwọn ọlọ́pàá decide pé kí wọ́n lọ find her be first husband ẹ̀ ṣe kú. Wọ́n lọ exhume boy now. Our journalists are stories now. That's what Ginny and Georgia is about on Netflix. They still found the crystals of the antifreeze in the guy's body, meaning that this woman poisoned all her husbands. But the Nigerian government cannot find what poisoned Mohbad. They can't find a cause of death. Everybody has a cause of death. Daddy Mohbad, Mr. Aloba, báwo lẹ ṣe rí nígbà tó sọ fún yín pé kò sí cause of death? Báwo lẹ ṣe freeze? Báwo lẹ ṣe rí? Báwo lẹ ṣe feel nígbà tó sọ fún yín pé kò sí cause of death? Àwọn ò mọ̀.
Ó dàbí pé ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú ní ọjọ́ yẹn gangan, because mo ti rely pé I will hear the cause of that death, but when I now begin hear a lot of news that is they can't, I don't know. I was shocked. I was crying. Even I was at the court that very day. I had to go out. I began crying. So I'm not feeling happy at all. I was feeling so sad. Since then, I have become a talkative, because nobody can say I should not talk. I will talk. Even if I even see any other way to express my feelings, I will do it. Because
yes, I
want to expose. Because mi ò gbádùn ara mi mà. Because bí mo ṣe gbọ́ news yẹn pé wọ́n detect ohun tó pa ọmọ yìí. I called one of my friends, who was in America, and he said, if tíyàn bá kú fún ọdún kan, wọ́n detect ohun tó pa. Now, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba pé wọ́n ti ṣe nǹkan kan. Okay, ìgbàdé mi gbọ́ yẹn, we had to plan for the private autopsy and the pathology. So we need private ones to let my mind rest. And the pathology of that boy, Liam, is necessary because it's one of the motive of what killed my son. I'm saying it with boldness.
Yeah.
Because if not because they exhume the body of mohbad, all this thing will not be open to me. I've already made up my mind that I've already wasted. But when they now exhume him, a lot of things are becoming into my head. As I'm talking to you. Okay.
Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sunkún lórí live yẹn sunkún yẹn jáde bẹ́ ṣe máa get healed nìyẹn. Tẹ́ bá mọ ẹkún tí mo sun lórí TikTok live ní ọ̀sán yìí 5-hour TikTok live bí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó àti gbogbo àwọn tó conspire láti fẹ́ assassinate me àti lock me up sí prison nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí TikTok live mi nìyẹn. So tẹ́ bá sunkún ó máa ń heal èèyàn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan kan fún yín. Ẹ máa ṣe àwọn homework kan fún mi. Ẹ máa ṣe àwọn homework kan fún mi bí ọmọ school ṣe ń ṣe homework fún teacher. Ẹ sọ pé ẹ̀rí pathology team tí wọ́n mú fún mohbad. Màá bá yín compile it together, màá dẹ̀ gbé fún yín. These are real human beings tí wọ́n put together tó bá fẹ́ ṣe investigation lórí dead body, homicide, suicide, whatever. Ṣé rí America nǹkan táwa máa ṣe ni a máa kọ́kọ́ gbé body mohbad. Okay, màá fún ilé example ṣé ti gbọ́ nípa olórin tó ń pè ní Whitney Houston tó máa ń kọrin ọmọ obìnrin tó ń pè Whitney Houston ẹ mọ̀.
mi ò mọ̀.
bóyá ẹ mọ̀ orin ẹ̀ bóyá ẹ mọ̀ in person or ẹ mọ̀ as kìíní but orin ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn orin ẹ̀ ló popular. Ṣé rí Whitney ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni èmi ni blogger lórí reality show tó ń ṣe pẹ̀lú Bobby Brown ọkọ ẹ̀. Cocaine, crack cocaine ni Whitney man smoke all the time àti sìgá. Ó lè mu sìgá 4 a day, 4 packs àti crack cocaine. Nígbà tí Whitney kú, wọ́n sọ fún wa pé Whitney ti kú o, wọ́n bá nínú bus stop, ó jókòó nínú bath. Ó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹun tán. Oúnjẹ wà lórí tray nínú yàrá ẹ̀. These are expensive places, Beverly Hilton Hotel. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe pre-Grammy party. So yẹ kó ń gan wà ń bẹ̀. So at the end of the day, nígbà tí Whitney kú, gbogbo èèyàn ti assume pé drug ló pa because ó máa ń lo drugs. In the end, wọ́n ṣe autopsy fún Whitney. Autopsy Whitney came out with heart problem ló pa. Kí ló dé secondary heart problem secondary to gbogbo drugs tó ti lò, ó ti destroy gbogbo cardiac muscles ẹ̀. However, what is happening is everybody had to wait 6 weeks for the toxicology test to really know what was inside Whitney's system, to really know whether the food tó ń rí lórí table yẹn tó yẹ ṣe jẹ tán wọ́n poison it, to really know bóyá oúnjẹ yẹn ti pẹ́ ń ta, bóyá salad yẹn ti lò 3 hours ní kitchen kó tó gbé wá bá. Food poisoning ló ń pè yẹn, salmonella bacteria. Poisoning food ní tó bá fòògùn sínú oúnjẹ kó pa ẹ́. Food poisoning lóúnjẹ bá ti bàjẹ́. So toxicology tests will show that drugs, alcohol, everything 6 weeks ló máa ń take. Whitney was buried. The toxicology came out and they said they found some crack cocaine in her. Surveillance camera ní hotel ní Beverly Hills. Wọ́n rí Whitney Houston tó lọ síbi swimming pool, ó pàdé ọkùnrin kan bẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ gbà kankan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, ìyẹn náà gbà nǹkan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní crack dealer ní ẹ̀yẹn ló ta crack ní 10 a.m. láàárọ̀, ó dẹ̀ padà lọ yàrá ẹ̀. Wọ́n bá crack nínú system. Toxicology test, Mr. Loba.
Yes, ma'am.
We tell you what liquids, what solids, what drugs, what anything inside mohbad. Oh, need láti gbé toxicology test lọ abroad. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ ẹjọ́ ṣé ẹ mọ̀ yẹn sà?
Man, it's too high.
Ṣé wọ́n sọ fún yín ní abẹ́ kan tí ẹ mọ̀?
Nípa toxicology, wọ́n ní yeah, wọ́n ní outside country náà ti ṣe, but I don't know exactly where they did it.
Well, America làwọn gbé lọ, but ṣé yín mọ̀ pé wọn ò need láti gbé lọ sí America?
I don't know, man.
Okay, ibi táwa ti máa educate yín nìyẹn. ó dàbí pé ojú mi ti gbẹ torí mo sunkún gan lẹ́yìn ojú mi dẹ̀ ti red. Mr. Loba, toxicology test does not have to go to America. It can be done in any hospital in Nigeria. It is being done as we are speaking at some hospitals. NDLA Rehabilitation Center, any rehab center in Nigeria, Tomangba drug addicts, anybody can do a toxicology test. Because the first thing to say drug addicts, wale toxicology test, to find out what to system or what to treat one. Just to get.
Yeah.
Rehab center. Rehab tramadol in 90 days ni lo ma fi dúró be wa de gba treatment 5 million. Tó bá wo be tó ní tramadol lo mu o ti wà addicted o fẹ́ kúrò be o. Wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ ṣe toxicology test láti rí nǹkan tó wà ní body ẹ̀ because other things lè wà ńbẹ̀ tó sọ fún wọn. Cocaine lè wà ńbẹ̀, colos lè wà ńbẹ̀. Wọ́n ní láti gbé toxicology test abroad. Education is power. Sọ pé sọ para oko ni o. So we're educated, but I want to educate him more because it did not need to be taken to America. America not below. That's why this story is going to have an American angle. America needs to train. And I feel that our media in America, I want to look at CNN. You are interested in CNN, please. I'm doing serious stuff here. I'm not reporting the death of mohbad. I'm investigating the death of mohbad. Moti retired after 30 years, but this was my last investigation. So any updates in this investigation will be documented to be in this. Now, Mr. Loba, DNA test.
Yes, ma'am.
On your major official DNA test. Share what aware. But in bad Guilo Beleni, Timo for Benle. Kọ́lá má jẹ́ àríkọ̀ burúkú o kẹ́yìn ti lọ kú sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ kọ́bẹ̀ yẹn wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yín kémi ti lọ sí abroad ṣé wà wí àpò tọ́lọ́pàá bá mú ọ̀bẹ yẹn wọ́n lè rí DNA mi lára ẹ̀. Kẹ́mọ̀.
I don't know.
Wà wíà. Bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe DNA l'America nìyẹn àti every country in the world wọ́n máa fi DNA test who and who is there. Whose DNA was left there. Many murders in America have been solved with DNA, sir. Àwọn kan wà tó ti lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n. Mo dé show ẹ ti ka story kan rí. 1 or 2 or 3 stories. Ẹ ti kà níbì kan. Man released from prison after 27 years. Wọ́n release ẹ because DNA sọ pé kò sí ní site of the crime. Kí ló ṣe 27 years? Dúdú ni àwọn ọlọ́pàá dé kọsẹ̀ láti confess. It is always the same story. So DNA no ma fi exonerate wọn. So bí mo ṣe interview yín mo tún educate yín ni DNA no fi máa exonerate àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So ẹni tó bá wá pààyàn tí DNA ò bá sí lára ọ̀bẹ tó bá pààyàn tó lọ fọgbọ́n mú glasses wọn báyìí DNA ti wà lára glasses yẹn. That's why táwọn ọlọ́pàá fi máa wọ gloves tí wọ́n á mú ceram bag wọ́n á kó gba àwọn nǹkan tó ń rí yẹn sínú ẹ̀ tó ń lọ test ní forensic lab Lagos ní forensic lab okay doctor tó dẹ̀ run forensic lab Lagos yẹn ó testify ní inquest yẹn so they need to answer more questions. There's a cover up and there are laws. Mr. Loba ẹ̀yin jẹ́ bàbá mohbad lẹ́yìn bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn àwọn tó ṣe test ẹ bá béèrè lọ pathologist ẹ̀jẹ̀ ńlá ti ṣàpọ́ìntmẹ̀ntì pẹ̀lú pathologist ṣé lọ́ọ̀yà yìí ti request copy autopsy?
Yes.
Wọ́n ti request.
Yes. Yeah.
We must request that autopsy.
Yeah.
You don't have to post it to the public, okay? The public doesn't have to. But lawyer yẹn tó bá ti gba copy autopsy yẹn àwọn medical experts can interpret it. Èmi ti ṣe 2 autopsies rí nígbà tí mo graduate from pharmacy school 35 years ago ni mo graduate from pharmacy school May of 1989. Kó tó graduate òun láti ṣe autopsy méjì àti other assignments for final paper ẹ nínú autopsy àwa lè interpret nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣé gbọ́ anything about one gun mohbad lorun, sir? Yes or no? Have you heard anything about that line? Wait, one gun mohbad.
I was hearing on the media, you know, anything that is not really assured, I'm not used to say anything about it. So, gbogbo nǹkan tí rí àrídájú yẹn mi ò kí ń lè ní àṣà láti sọ. But when I entered the house, I saw soap blood on the doobie. A white doobie turned to Kampala. Yes, on that very day. So, which I'm suspecting, say, but my brain then, ọpọlọ mi ò ṣiṣẹ́ ma, because ó dàbí gbà sọ pé kàn fi nǹkan jóyàn lára mi ò àti ṣé màá máa record but ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn mo bá ń bẹ̀ àbúrò ìyá Mohbad testify sí pé aṣọ tó wọ́n tán fi sóf ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà ń bí báyìí níbo lẹ̀jẹ̀ ti wá okay let's assume pé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n gun ní nǹkan láti show ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn show continue títí di èyí ni tí wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé hospital the next thing so at least nínú mọ́tò ló yẹ kán ti mọ̀ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa wà nínú mọ́tò ká ti wá sọ pé wọ́n gun kò sẹ́jẹ̀ nínú mọ́tò inú ilé rẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà ṣé èèyàn lè wọ́n lè ẹ̀jẹ̀ lè máa ṣàn láti ibi tí wọ́n ti ṣe show kán dẹ̀ gbé lọ sínú ilé bẹ́ẹ̀ kán dẹ̀ dúró sínú ilé.
Mr. Lover,
so ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti show yes ma.
ibi tó ti wá ń pè wá ní investigative journalist ni pé àwa máa investigate àwa kọ̀ǹpútà investigate àkọ́jáde fún gbogbo èèyàn láti kà as media ibi táwọn detectives pé ọlọ́pàá làwọn àwọn máa investigate àwọn á detect àwọn nǹkan kan mo detect part yẹn ṣé wà wẹ́ pé nígbà tí police ṣe press conference wọ́n fi photograph ọwọ́ Mohbad hàn wá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣé ẹ rí photograph yẹn sà.
mo rí.
tẹ́ bá wo photograph yẹn ọwọ́ Mohbad had injuries synonymous to glass and metal. Ṣé notice?
Mo notice pé ọwọ́ yẹn ṣáà mi mọ exactly to cause.
Nǹkan tí prime boy ló punch bí mọ́tò yẹn glass àti metal ló wọnú ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Mo wá fẹ́ bi yín ní question kan. Nígbà tí glass àti metal wọ ọwọ́ Mohbad tó ní injury yẹn automatically first thing tó máa gbé lọ hospital tetanus ni straight wọ́n láti fún tetanus shots. Mr. Lover, why did Mohbad not go to the hospital? Which is a big question in why would all of this have happened? You feel we all prevent Mohbad from going into a hospital. Thomas, if you're not one
èmi ò mọ̀ tó lè fa delay because the second event tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Naira, I was there. The following day, he was landing in the hospital and be with him in that hospital. So why to have an injury? Tí òfin lọ sí hospital. I wasn't clear about that. And secondly, remember on that Monday, ma.
Monsa, are people listening? You hear what I say, Sam?
So on Monday, according to Mohbad, he said he called his son, no response. And he now called his wife, and the wife said, "Chetigbon to shele." Hello. On Monday, he called Mohbad. Ìyá ẹ̀ pé kò pick call, kò pick call ẹ̀. Now, ó wá pé ìyàwó wá sọ pé Chetigbon nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Look at that statement. Ká sọ pé ẹni tí orí ẹ̀ pé níyà ọmọ ó pé èèyàn ó sọ pé Chetigbon nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kò sọ exactly nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ the following day wọ́n sọ pé ẹni yẹn kú.
Now nǹkan tí mo wá fẹ́ sọ.
That means there is something they are hiding.
Yeah.
So wọ́n cover nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ a lot of things ni wọ́n cover sáàárín yẹn tí wọ́n jẹ́ kí aráyé mọ̀ tó ti ṣe private.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n náà ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan wà níbí báyìí. Yẹmi Adúbíadé ṣé wọ́n ní Yẹmi AC ń bẹ̀ yẹn verified account. Yẹmi ṣo fẹ́ wọlé mo fẹ́ kó bá mi. Yẹmi ṣo lè wọlé níbi tó wà ṣó wà ń bí iṣẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà ló ń wà. Ṣo lè wọlé mo fẹ́ kó bá mi co-interview baba Mohbad. Mr. Lover.
Yes ma'am.
The point is this. Èmi nìkan ni journalist tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ ńgbà tí Mohbad tó wọ hospital tó ní high blood pressure. Gbogbo àwọn tweets yẹn máa send ẹ̀ sí yín. You must keep all these things for history purposes.
Okay.
Nobody got involved. Èmi wá ṣe mistake kan nígbà tí mohbad in tweet. Báwo ló ṣe máa jẹ́ 25 years old tó máa ní blood pressure wọ́n lù òun. Èmi wá tweet Naira Marley Naira kí ló dé ilé ayé ò lè tó yẹn. Mo actually call lórí tweet yẹn ilé ayé ò lè tó yẹn Naira. Please delete those nonsense tweets. What is this nonsense? Ibi tí mo regret yẹn mo ní kí Naira delete àwọn nonsense tweets. Ó ń bú padà wọ́n dẹ̀ ń búra wọn. Ṣé àwọn tweets Naira delete yẹn? I now need them. But ó ti delete. Ibi tí mo ti regret yẹn. Because what yẹn, there was a journalist tweeting both of them. Not one Nigerian media said anything. Mohbad wá kú tán wọ́n á gbé àwọn videos yẹn jáde wọ́n lọ sọ di ti NDLEA. Wọ́n distorted. Wọ́n ti bá wọn lọ́pàá ṣe. You have to authenticate these videos. They don't come up with anything. Just you understand it?
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I want to say is Ibo ni phone Mohbad wa sa.
Ma?
Ibo ni phone Mohbad wa.
Mi ò mọ bí tí ó wà ọwọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló wà. And mo dẹ̀ ń fẹ́ kí wọ́n bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ phone. At least with phone, all the secrets will be leaked out. I see something earlier. Yes, àwọn tí wọ́n force gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. A lot of things. Ìyá ìyàwó ń yáwó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn kinní yẹn ó máa tẹ̀ lórí àkáǹtì ẹ̀. So, tó bá lè gba phone yẹn, a lot of secrets ló wà ń bẹ̀. Even the camera tí wọ́n sọ pé kò sínú ilé, they will saw it there.
Exactly.
At least, ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló ti máa wo camera náà. Ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ pé camera wà nínú ilé náà. Kí ló destroy camera fún? Please, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi sọ fún gbogbo àgbáyé pé fóònù ẹ̀, the phone is very 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 important.
Ó wà lọ́wọ́ Wummi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mr. Loba ẹjọ́ ṣe ti lọ rí bank Mohbad. Ṣé mọ bank Mohbad? Ṣé ti mọ bank Mohbad?
Báǹkì ẹ̀. Mi ò mọ báǹkì ẹ̀ o.
But
mi ò mọ báǹkì ẹ̀ o.
Ṣèyí ti block gbogbo post no debit sí side tí wọ́n bẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé pé Ṣèyí ló ń run modernization label.
Yes. Even that Ṣèyí you mention now.
Yeah.
Is Cynthia friend, the wife of Mohbad. It's a friend to Ṣèyí. Now, anybody that not submits to Cynthia will never work with Mohbad. So that lady, you call manager now.
Cynthia ni Wummi.
Cynthia ni Wummi. Ẹni tí yóò bá ti wà submit fún Wummi kò lè bá Mohbad ṣiṣẹ́. And that manager gbogbo secret tó bá ti rí ó gbọ́dọ̀ review ẹ̀ fún Wummi. There is a girlfriend tí ọmọ ẹ̀ ní outside country. Gẹ́yìn láti jẹ́ kó mọ̀. Ó ní láti jẹ́ kí Mohbad mọ̀ torí tí yóò bá jẹ́ kó mọ̀ ó ti dalẹ̀ Wummi nìyẹn ọ̀rẹ́ tí wọ́n làwọn méjèèjì. Láti gbà tí ọ̀rẹ́ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ as a manager kò sọ a single word.
She is supposed to be neutral. She is holding a lot of Mohbad's money. Our streams, our new songs, they're blessed. The question I have right now is, now that we know that Wummi has the thing, Wummi lo ti ṣe post no debit, pẹ́ni kò lè fọ́kàn owó yẹn, blah blah blah. Ibi tọ́wọ́ yẹn pọ̀ sí ní side àwọn Naira Marley, but èmi ti sọ tèmi mo ti kọ nínú investigation tèmi pé kí Naira gbowó yẹn lọ sí probate. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ fight for owó yẹn, ó máa láti lọ through probate lawyer ni. Tọ́mọ kọ́kọ́ bá dẹ̀ ní ẹnìkan lòun bímọ fún Mohbad the day after tí Mohbad kú, ǹjẹ́ gbọ́n pa yẹn sà?
All those one are story o. Mi ò gbọ́n kankan o. Even there was a lady tó sọ pé òun lóyún oṣù mẹ́rin. Mo gbé lọ fún test everything. Is zero. Kò ní anything. Eléyìí sọ pé òun bímọ scam náà ni mi ò rí anything. Àyẹn tó bá dẹ̀ sọ pé òun bímọ kó contact me because ó wù mí kí ọmọ mi lọ́mọ láyé tí ò ń ṣe ọmọ àlè.
Tani owu. There was a lot of mistakes done and a lot of things that you were kept in the dark from. Ìyẹn lòyìnbó ń pè ní àwọn nǹkan kan wà Mr. Lover tẹ́ pé ó yẹ kẹ́yìn mọ̀ but wọ́n keep you in the dark. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣe ní àwọn papers business ọmọ yín Mohbad. Have you ever had a copy of it?
No. I don't have any copy. I don't have anything. Even like Dr. Tuku.
Olúwa Ṣọ̀gá. Olúwa Ṣọ̀gá.
I'm with you, ma.
He's with me here.
Okay. Olúwa Ṣọ̀gá ṣó ń.
I'm with you, ma.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kó ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ní mo máa send daddy mohbad. Ṣó ti yẹ.
Okay, ma.
Tó bá jẹ́ paper bá kọ́lẹ̀, akúkú record kìíní. Mo fẹ́, I will send you all the papers. Èmi ni mo gbà lọ́dọ̀ CAC. Mr. Loba gbogbo àwọn documents tó yẹ kẹ́ níní tẹ́ máa kó fún lawyer yín. Àwọn the CAC documents tí mohbad fi register immobilization label. Ṣó yé yín? Ìgbà tó ti kúrò lọ́dọ̀ Naira Marley, ó ṣe music video, ó wàṣọ funfun, ó lóun ò smoke mọ́, ó ń change life fòun. So at the end of the day, ó ṣí new label tiẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ immobilization. Ó ṣorin pẹ̀lú oríṣiríṣi àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ Bella Shmurda gbogbo wọn. But at the end of the day, àwọn papers yẹn, I retrieved it from CAC. I will send it to you on WhatsApp. Kẹ́ni lọ́wọ́ kẹ́ print ẹ̀. Tí ò ń gbọ́ Olúṣọ̀gá, kò bá wọn print ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá wo gbogbo àwọn papers yẹn, ó ṣe register company yẹn. Èèyàn méjì ló wà in charge of that company. Òun ni #1 owner. And the second person is Ṣèyí. Just yẹn. So bó ṣe kún sí èyí ló ń run company yẹn. Àwọn streams mohbad àtàwọn owó tó wọ́n máa gbà in dollars. Gbogbo owó yẹn Ṣèyí ló máa wà lọ́wọ́. Ó dẹ̀ ti kọ́ lóun ti ṣe post no debit. Ẹnìkan kò fọwọ́ kan owó yẹn. Ẹnìkan kò withdraw ẹ̀. Ẹnìkan kò dẹ̀ lè wọ́ bẹ̀.
And Ṣèyí is working with her. He's working for Wummi. He's a Wummi friend. He's the one that monitors mohbad. Because when mohbad asked me about the manager, I said he should use men. I use his relation. That's what I instruct him.
I said he need to go documents here because in kote ma get ready for the probate lawyer, probate court. Te ma gba owó ọmọ yín. Ọmọ kọ́kọ́ tó bá fẹ́ lè claim ọmọ yín, we'll have to do a DNA test. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé ma wọn tó ní ẹ mọ bank kan tó ń pè ní Oceanic Bank. Ó ti fold up. Ó ti di Eco Bank. Ẹ mọ bank yẹn.
Yeah, Eco Bank. Yes.
Ẹ mọ newspaper tó ń pè ní Guardian.
Guardian.
Okay.
Yes.
Ẹn tó ní Oceanic Bank tó di Eco Bank nígbà tí yẹn fold. Ẹn tó ní Guardian, àwọn family yẹn Hebrew náà ń pè wọ́n. Àwọn Hebrew family. Nígbà tí bàbá wọn kú, Michael Hebrew olórogún. Nínú gbogbo ọmọ tí Hebrew bí, ṣe hàn pé àkọ́bí Hebrew Janet ó force ìkànnà àwọn ọmọ yẹn láti lọ ṣe DNA test. Àwa ta mọ family láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ in the 60s. Àwa mọ̀ pé Janet àti Oboden bàbá ló bí wọn. But tí nǹkan tó gbé Janet láti sọ fún Oboden ni pé Oboden has to have a DNA test because kò ní gbà kọ́bọ̀. Ìjà yẹn máa le gan, wọ́n máa gbé wọnú pépà. Èmi ni mo stop ìjà yẹn. Èmi wá jáde. People go and look at the Hebrew story o. Type my name Hebrew and all that. Kemi Olunloyo wá jáde wá ní. Why are you all fighting because of your father's money? It's Nigeria's money. Ó lè ní gbogbo yín. Wọ́n wá sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ nínú media gbogbo wọn dákẹ́. Because owó tí bàbá Hebrew filẹ̀, owó tí oko ti ẹ̀bọ̀ jí ni. Ìgbà tó kó tí ẹ̀bọ̀ jẹ́ Minister of Finance under Tafawa Balewa. Nígbà tó pa Tafawa Balewa, oko tí ẹ̀bọ̀ is the only minister they killed in that coup in 1966. Ó wá mú owó wọn nítorí corruption náà ṣe pa. Ó mú owó yẹn ó pín sí méjì. Ó keep half of it pẹ̀lú Hebrew ọ̀rẹ́. Owó yẹn ní Hebrew fi ṣí gbogbo businesses. Ó ti ṣe story now. This is not defamation or slander. Owó yẹn ló fi ṣí gbogbo businesses tó ṣí ẹja, bank, this one, that one. Owó Nigeria lówó yẹn at the end of the day. Nígbà tí èèyàn bá kú tó fowó lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, ṣé bó ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Abacha àti wires àti wire, Terry wire, Baba Kid wire. Gbogbo owó tí Abacha kó pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Bàtà Abacha kú kí lè fẹ́ kó fowó yẹn ṣe. Ó kọ̀ jọ lówó lọ́ntì. Nígbà tí mo jáde tí wọ́n ní ẹ̀ ń jà nítorí DNA test kí ní kan. But mo kàn wọ́n ní Janet fẹ́ kí Oboden lọ ṣe DNA test. DNA is very important. It is used to solve crimes and is used to check paternity of children. Mo ṣe service kan lánàá evangelist ní Mílẹ̀gbẹ̀. Mo ṣe service kan lánàá Abidjeta. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wo service yẹ kí lẹ gbọ́ nígbà tí mo sọ story àwọn Brown àtàwọn Smith fún yín. Obìnrin bímọ fọ́kọ ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ sọ fún ọkọ ẹ̀ pé nígbà tọkọ ẹ̀ travel pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn lọ ṣeré ọkọ ní one night stand pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin kan. ọmọ wa lọ rí real father, ó lọ meet pẹ̀lú real father. But father tó wà nílé tí rí pé ọmọ ń gba gift dáadáa látòrí Instagram, expensive gifts, everything. Ó rò pé pedophile ló bọ́ ọmọ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Bó ṣe lọ meet wọn ní coffee shop nìyẹn. Tó wà lórí pé pedophile ló meet ọmọ ló lọ nìyẹn pa. Nìyẹn bá lọ go brain dead. That was the real father. Irreparable damage. The real mother, the mother of that girl caused a damage that shouldn't have happened. Wummi is hiding a DNA test. Why is she hiding a DNA test? Kemi Olunloyo, thank you. You watched that evangelist thing I did. Irreparable damage. Only to share DNA test here. Number two, ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó wà nínú mọ́tò yẹn, èmi detect yẹn as some kind of somebody attacked mohbad, because ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà nínú mọ́tò, ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà nílé òkè lórí step tó ti jà yẹn. Ibẹ̀ ni nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Police to investigate the case dáadáa. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lókè step? Why was a blanket soaked in blood? Ṣé wọ́n test DNA lára blanket? Wọ́n náà ti discard blanket, wọ́n ti jù nù. Ìgbà tẹ́yìn débẹ̀, ǹjẹ́ ẹni tó mú blanket lọ Mr. Loba?
Mi ò mẹ́rin tó mú.
Wọ́n ti destroy it because wọ́n mọ̀ pé evidence wà lára ẹ̀. Nínú blanket ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà DNA evidence wà ńbẹ̀. I was also cautious of the fact that your son could go to the hospital, tweet live, do a video, and say he has high blood pressure because they beat him up at the Malian's house. For some reason, he's scared to go to the hospital with a hand injury. In ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé mohbad tó jẹ́ pé gbé lọ hospital wá ń treat ẹ̀ nílé hide nǹkankan. Ṣé yín sọ yẹn fọlọ́pàá Mr. Loba?
No.
Ẹ̀ ń láti fọlọ́pàá sọ̀rọ̀. Nǹkan kan wà tán hide nínú ilé tí wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan mọ̀, ó ní wọ́n ṣe lọ hospital. Nurse tó wọ́n pè kò yẹ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ on her own. Auxiliary nurse, she was supposed to be practicing with a regular registered nurse. Fèyí ṣayọ̀ gèdèǹgbé, ta ló hire? Mr. Loba ṣe tó hire auxiliary nurse. Ta ló pè? Ṣé Wummi ló hire?
Ohun tí mo gbọ́ ni pé wọ́n ní spending ó drop number alternative nurse because they have their own nurse before, but that one wasn't around. It now dropped another person's number, which is nurse also. He knows that woman as a nurse. He dropped that number and he wasn't there when they now called the nurse. So ìgbà tó máa pè é, ìgbà tó máa fi pè é, ẹni ẹ sọ pé òun wà ní Kútọ́nù pé òun máa dé the following day. Why are we waiting? Kí ló ń dúró di ọ̀la fún? And this person come on a convenient time.
Mr. Loba, àwọn agbọ́n kankan àdè máa sọ fún yín lórí live yìí because tèmi bá ṣe investigation tèmi as an investigative journalist wọ́n máa ń bú èmi ni ẹni tó bá ṣe pé mọ́ mi straight back lè pè yẹn lọ bá wọn. Ní September of 2023, on the 21st of September 2023, mohbad's autopsy was ready. They could not release it because they were going to wait for the toxicology test, which takes 6 weeks. The toxicology test took 8 months, which is a disgrace on the team that someone put together. Hey, Mr. Loba, autopsy ready. She was suffering about Kanu news.
Once so anything for me until the one announce any court. You know, so anything for me.
Okay. But she you were aware when autopsy is ready last 21st of September.